Okay, then, and we are live. Patience, patience, our friend. It's just been like 1 minute. 35 has become 36, and I already see a lot of comments saying late. It's already 1:35. 35 ho gaya, aa jao. Just 1 minute. It says 36 odd on my clock, and it does take that much time to come on. Also gathering all the information for you guys so that I could share with you what's happened with the toss, what's happened with the playing 11. Anurag Kumar, our regular watcher from Kathmandu, and it's his birthday today. So let me start on a good note. Anurag, wishing you a very, very happy birthday. I hope you have a great time. And I'm hoping that you're supporting the Indian team, in which case, if India wins, that'll be a great birthday gift for you. So hope it turns out like that. SK says, like Steve Waugh, late today. No, sir, Mark Waugh is on time. We gave 35 as our time, and I came at 36. I mean, allow us that much leeway of 60 seconds or something like that. Okay. Where is Rahul? Kumar Adarsh is asking me. Well, Rahul is not going to be joining us today. Rahul is going to be traveling. He is heading to another venue. He's going where the Legends League is going to happen. So he'll try and cover that for us, which means it's great news. He'll try and get us a lot of interviews from there. All stalwarts are playing there. So that's where Rahul is gone. So he may not be here for the next few days. So it'll just be me. Shivane Mahajan is saying, "Hey Nikhil, how are you? I hope you're feeling well." Yes, I'm feeling very, very well. Thank you so much for asking. And I'm excited to be watching this ODI series with you guys. And I'm excited on many fronts, many things to be excited about. Firstly, this is going to be a new era of a new captain that we're going to see in KL Rahul, even though it's going to be briefly when Rohit Sharma returns, but you never know. He may also be part of captaining the Indian team as far as Test cricket is concerned. So I'm looking forward to seeing a new white ball captain in this series in KL Rahul. It'll give us some sort of idea of how KL Rahul could be a captain going forward, though we've seen him captain in the IPL as well. Then what are the other things that I'm looking forward to? Virat Kohli as a pure player and not a captain in any format. 2016 to now, I think, is the first time he'll be playing without being a captain. So that's a major thing. It's close to 6 years now. And for the first time in 6 years, you'll see him not play an ODI as a captain, but just as a regular player. So I'm looking forward to seeing what comes of Virat now. How does he approach his game? How does he approach his batting? All of that is going to be very, very exciting to see. I'm also hoping to see, can India turn around that tide that went in South Africa's favor in the Test series? Can India turn that around? A few players are going to change from both teams. So how does that play out? Let me first give you quick updates and share that with you, and then I'll try and take questions later as well. First thing that we're getting to hear is that South Africa have won the toss. It was KL Rahul who called. South Africa won the toss, and South Africa have decided to bat first. Now, why do you think they're going to be batting first? Few reasons for that. Firstly, there is a dry pitch that we're getting to see in Paarl, which means that it's going to turn. The pitch is going to turn. It's going to help the spinners. This is something that was expected. And I think as the game progresses, batting second is going to be tougher because the pitch will get sluggish as the game goes on. So that's going to be an issue for any team that is going to be chasing. And, in this case, it'll be India that is going to be chasing. So that's going to be tough chasing here. The good thing also for batting first is because it's a day game, no question of dew or playing under lights and things like that. And so, which is why teams don't mind bowling second, which is why South Africa have won the toss and have decided to bat first. So that's the first thing. In terms of changes, we don't have the exact playing 11, and I'll try and share that exact playing 11 with all of you. But I can give you an idea of what South Africa is going to be doing. South Africa have got Marco Jansen coming in. First time going to be playing an ODI game, and I think that's very exciting. I'm really looking forward to Marco Jansen bowling. He was one of the standout bowlers alongside Kagiso Rabada in the Test series. So I'm really looking forward to how Marco Jansen plays. So he comes into the South African team. Of course, they'll have the likes of Tabre Shamshi, the Chinaman bowler they have. So just quickly running you through the South African team, you've got Quinton de Kock and Yaneman Malan. These are going to be the two openers. Yaneman Malan could be the X factor, so watch out for him. He's very highly rated. If a lot of Indian fans don't know about him, just to let you know that he is averaging close to 82 in ODI cricket. He's played three series, 11 matches in total, and has got a hundred in each of those series. Against Australia, he got it at home, then got one against Ireland and one against Sri Lanka as well, playing in Sri Lanka. So he's got, and he gets big hundreds, big hundreds, not out, 129 not out, and 140 plus something. He got another not out, so and another 120 odd. So he gets big hundreds. Uh, then you'll have Adam Markram batting at number three. Remember, he was opening in Test cricket, but bats at number three in ODI cricket for South Africa. And don't go by his Test form. He's been doing very well in white ball cricket, as we saw in the T20 World Cup, as we've seen in the IPL also, where he was batting at number four. So Adam Markham comes in at three. Temba Bavuna is your captain now. We all know what you get from him. He usually plays the anchor role. So he's not going to be the guy who'll go bang, bang. He'll play the anchor role. The rest of the team revolves around him. He's the captain also. So that's going to be a change. How he approaches. Remember when South Africa won the Test series, different captain, Dean Elgar, how he inspired his men. How is Temba Bavuna going to be taking it? We'll have to wait and watch. Quinton de Kock's role is very important. He does well against India all the time, so you've got to watch out for him. Rassie van der Zusen started getting some sort of form in towards the end of the Test series, and again has some good white ball form. David Miller is a hit and a miss player, but you remember in the T20 World Cup played an outstanding inning, so he can be very, very crucial. He can push the tempo. Andile Pelikulau comes in. He's more of a bowling all-rounder, Pelikulau. So he's going to coming in, brings in a different dimension. Not express quick, but is that line and length kind of bowler, varies his pace a lot. Marco Jansen, really looking forward to him after outstanding Test series. I want to see, and I think the other thing Marco Jansen gives is a great batting option. He's not a bad batsman and all, no mug with the bat. So look out for him. You've got two spinners that South Africa have gone with. Kechav Maharaj, not very effective in the Test series, but in one day cricket could be very effective. Tabre Shamsi is outstanding in T20 cricket, one of the highest rated T20 bowlers. So in white ball format does very, very well. And Lungi Ngidi again from the Test series comes in, to be playing. So that's the South African 11. Quickly running through the India 11. You've got KL Rahul, Shikhar Dhawan. KL Rahul already said is going to open, so he's going to be opening there. So he's on alongside Shikhar Dhawan. Then Virat Kohli at number three. I mean, no surprises, we're guessing that. Shreyas Iyer is batting at 4, which means Surya Kumar Yadav misses out. So no Surya Kumar Yadav in the playing 11. Rishabh Pant at number 5, and then you got an inexperienced Venkatesh Iyer at number 6, and then you have Ravichandran Ashwin at 7, Shardul Thakur at 8, Bhuvneshwar Kumar at 9, Jasprit Bumrah at 10, and Yuzvendra Chahal at 11. So that is the team that India have gone in. Venkatesh Iyer is debuting. So the interesting bit, I don't know. Tell me your thoughts. I think the batting kind of the Indian team looking slightly weak for me, because Venkatesh Iyer at 6, he's making a debut. We know that he can get you runs at top of the order. We also saw him, play in the Vijay Hazare. He was batting at number 6, so I think he was telling the selectors, or maybe the selectors told him back there. So he's trying to get used to that role of being that fast bowling all-rounder, and he was bowling good 9-10 overs in the Vijay Hazare, so also showing that he can bowl a full quota of 10 overs. So that's where he's playing, but he now comes in at number 6, and then you've got Ashwin at 7 and Shardul at 8. So the batting, I don't know. I would have been tempted to go with Surya Kumar Yadav, somehow fit him in the team, but that's not what the Indian team has done. They've gone with an all-rounder. And then you've got two spinners, Yuzi Chell. Really looking forward to watching Yuzi Chell as well. Remember last time India won in 2018, your two standout players were Kuldeep Yadav, Yuzi Chell, the two highest wicket takers. So, he comes back. Yuzi Chell, looking forward to. Bhuvneshwar Kumar is into the team. I'm really looking forward to Bhuvi. How has he recovered from that injury? He played in the T20 World Cup, but still looked off color. I hope he gets his form back, because in white ball cricket, Bhuvi becomes very, very crucial for the Indian team. So, I would love for him to also get some form back. And then you've got Jasprit Bumrah in the team. So that is your team: Shardul, Jasprit, Bhuvi, three fast bowlers, two spinners, Yuzi Chahal, and Ravichandran Ashwin. So that's how the teams are looking like at the moment. Share your thoughts. I don't know. Phoenix says, I have a gut feeling that Venkatesh Iyer will make it big time and fill in that all-rounders role. He will have to. See, again, look at India. See, India hasn't been playing too many ODI series. Okay, the last few ODI series India played was they played in New Zealand, the ODI series that they lost there. Then they played in Australia. They won that series. Then they played at home against England. They won that series as well. They also played a few more home series against West Indies, if I'm not mistaken. And then and then the Sri Lanka series where they literally sent the B team. So in these series, the one standout kind of a performer for India had been Hardik Pandya, with the bat especially. People will look at the T20 World Cup and saying that he didn't live up to the expectation. Fair enough, but look at that home series against England, that series win in Australia. So those are those few series that Hardik was contributing with the bat. Now he's not there. And you're playing Venkatesh Iyer at 6. I hope he comes good, because you will need someone to really come good. Do you think Shikhar Dhawan is playing the 2023 World Cup? Rahul 95 other question. I mean, why not? Yeah, I mean, it's 2022, a year to go. Shikhar is 36, and I think Shikhar is one of the more fitter players that you have. So I don't think fitness is going to be an issue with Shikhar Dhawan. I think he'll have to get some form. Don't forget that Sri Lanka series that India went and played. He was the highest run getter for India there. So his one day form hasn't been bad, and one day he's tended to do really well. Maybe, but he's on notice. That's a fact, because KL is showing now as a captain he wants to open that 4 or 5 batting position. Not quite, because you already have someone like a Surya Kumar Yadav who's sitting out. Shreyas is playing. And so if KL also goes there, that position might be tough. It's easier to slot in to the Indian team as an opener. There will be pressure on Shikhar, so this series becomes very, very crucial for him. But if he gets runs, then he'll be in the scheme of things. In which case, you may still have Rohit and Shikhar opening, and KL then goes down. Also, Ronak is saying, also for Ravichandran and Ashwin, I agree with you. Ronak is saying that it will be the last series for Ashwin. I don't know about that, but I think it's a crucial series for Ravichandran and Ashwin. Same question as we asked for Shikhar. We need to ask for Ashwin as well. Is he going to be playing the 2023 World Cup? Is Ashwin in your scheme of things? I don't know. He could be, he could not be. So those are things that the Indian team management has to look at. You have a lot of young spinners also coming in. So yeah, this is something you have to see. Shivani says, Nikhil, why do you think resting Rabada could backfire? I agree. Rabada will be a big miss. And personally, I think I will miss the whole Rabada versus Virat battle that we saw in test matches. It was outstanding to watch. Outstanding to watch. And it's really unfortunate that that battle will not continue. But yeah, they'll miss him. So on that front, the bowling attack is a bit weak. What will Ruturaj do? He'll also have to wait for his opportunity. That's what I'm saying. There are enough guys there. They've got him as a backup. I don't know whether he'll get a chance. I personally love Ruturaj Gaikwad. I think he's technically correct and an outstanding batsman. So he's there as your backup. And that's why I say that Shikhar is on notice. They'll be watching or keeping a close eye on him. And Shikhar really needs to perform. And if he doesn't, you've got backup. KL is keen to open. Ruturaj is there. So yeah. What is the venue? Rahul Chaturvedi wants to know of the Legends Cricket League. Well, it's happening in Oman. And so that's where Rahul has gone to cover that. He'll try and get us a lot of interviews from there. And so where you will get all the insights, the information of the Legends Cricket League right here on Sports Today. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to that. Praveen Akurathi says, India lost that series. Correct. Sorry, India lost that ODI series. You're right. My point was actually on Hardik Pandya, really chipping in with the bat. And I remember from the top of my head that he got some runs there. So must have been highest or the second highest run getter, if I'm not mistaken, for India. So is what I'm saying, that India is, we are only talking about India missing Rohit Sharma in this ODI series. You're also missing Hardik Pandya, as I said, in ODI cricket has been getting a lot of runs, and Ravindra Jadeja. So three very important players of the Indian team are not here. So we'll have to, see how that pans out. What about this ground? Somebody is asking. As I said, it's a very unlike a South African ground. It's a dry surface. We're already getting to know. It's a place where it helps spinners. Run scoring is not easy. First half of batting will be easier. Second half may get tougher to bat on. That's why it's a small ground also. So you see a lot of boundaries. Still, it's never a high scoring ground. I'll give you. I mean, two matches that I remember from the early years of Paarl. The first ODI match that was played in Paarl, just to let you know, Paarl is about 2.5 hour drive from Cape Town, on the outskirts of Cape Town. It's an area, small place. It's an area which is known for South African vineyards. So there are a lot of, it's wine country. So a lot of grape cultivation is there, and that's where a lot of wine production happens. And South Africa is known for its good wine. So this is that area of South Africa. The first ever ODI that was played here was between India and Zimbabwe on this ground. I remember it was a very exciting ODI match. It was 96-97 tri-series. And India had to win that game. If they lost, they wouldn't have made the finals. And they were chasing a very lowish total, 230 odd something that Zimbabwe had made. It was a good Zimbabwe team. Edo Brandes and all of them were there. And India were 105 for 5, 110 for 5, something like that. And from there, Robin Singh played a blinder of an inning. He was not out till the last ball. And India needed 2 runs to win, I think, of the last ball. And he failed to connect to the ball. He was down the leg side. He failed to connect to the ball, ran as a bye for a run, but was run out at the other end. And everyone thought India had lost the match, but the umpire gave it a wide. So it was a tie. So very exciting game. That was the first ever game that was played at Paarl. And then India also played in a 2003 World Cup, a very low scoring game against Netherlands, which India almost lost, but then won. From there on. So it's a small ground. It helps the spinners, but it's never a big scoring ground. However, I think now with the rule changes, now these are I'm talking about earlier when you had just the one new ball. Now with 2 new balls and different field conditions, fielding restrictions that you have, I think you could get a 300. Nowadays, 300 has become pretty normal in ODI cricket. So you will still see a 300 plus sort of a game. Ankit Rai says, why is Surya out? I'm surprised as you are, Ankit, but I knew this is a team they were going to make. How else do you play Venkatesh Iyer? If you want to play Venkatesh Iyer, then you had to have one between Shreyas Iyer or Surya Kumar Yadav out. And I think they've had Surya Kumar Yadav out. But so that's the decision they've gone with. Rushil Upadhyay says, do you think Shikhar is an underrated player? I agree with you, yeah. I think he's underrated. I think in ODI cricket, he's pretty good. And he's been doing well. Just have a look at some of his records in ODI cricket. We confuse sometimes other formats, T20 with ODI. But in ODI, I think he's still good. Harry Fantastico, sorry I missed your super chat. But thank you for your continuous effort, he says, and get well soon. Thank you, Harry. Thank you so much for your kind words. Vaibhav Singh Tiwari has a naughty question. Sir, your thoughts on the 71st? Well, all eyes are on Virat Kohli. I'll tell you one thing. Even though he's not got 100 in 2 years, but if you take see his ODI form now, out of all the formats, his average in ODI has been the best in this phase. So he keeps getting runs. He's got, I think, 650s in that phase where he's not got 100. So he's, he's crossing that 50-run mark. I don't think 100 is going to be too far away from him. This series, maybe. I can't say this match. And if there's one format where he's most comfortable in, it is the ODI format. So I never know. It'd be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to seeing how we see Virat now as a player. I think, in terms of the Virat cam will always be on him, showing us his reaction and what he's going to be doing. So interesting. Walid Ghaffar says, love from Pakistan, love to you as well. Pakistan, one of the team that has beaten South Africa recently in an ODI series. In fact, South Africa hasn't had a great time in ODIs in the last few years. I think after they beat Australia at home in 2020, after that they've not won a series. They lost to Pakistan, they lost to Sri Lanka, and they even drew with Ireland. So, they haven't been having a great time in ODI cricket, South Africa. So India got a great chance of winning this series. Which player are you most excited to see? I'll pick one. Somebody asked me, Nikhil bhai, which player are you most excited? Shivane. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing many players from the Indian side. Yeah, I'm excited to see Chehel. I hope he gets his, mojo back. I'm excited to see Bhuvi Kumar. I hope he, strikes form and becomes the, formidable white ball bowler that he was. I'm excited to see Virat Kohli. Really looking forward to seeing Venkatesh Iyer, how many overs he bowls, and his batting at that number 6 position. So from Indian side, many players I'm excited to see. From South Africa, Yaneman Malan, he's been spoken about, averages over 80. So excited to see him. Marco Jansen is making his debut. He really impressed in the Test series. I loved his attitude, his bowling, his batting, everything. So really looking forward to him as well. So many interesting players to look forward to. Shardul will be fresh. Karan S says, will Shardul be fresh? Well, I think he will be. Why not? And this is again a format where he excels. Somebody said I had goosebumps. Sorry, when I took your name, Vaibhav Singh Tiwari. Don't say that. Join us. You're part of the family. Sports Today. We love chatting with you. Darwin Fernandez says no point for this series. So what's the relevance? He's talking about the Super Series. Absolutely right. In fact, South Africa needed this series to have some sort of points because they're languishing at that towards the bottom half of the table in the Super Series. So they would have loved to have gotten some points here, but that's not there. And also, this is not a 50-over World Cup here. So yeah, I mean, in terms of the larger scheme of things, even I don't see a point. But we cricket fans don't care. Yeah, we want to see some cricket, right? We want to see these players I spoke about, how they're performing, how they get back. We are only interested in seeing that. So no issues, yeah. And I'll be there in the mid innings for you, in the end of the match for you, and you and I will chat. And that's what we're supposed to do, right? Even though I have a bad throat, as you can make out, and my partner in crime is traveling, Rahul Rawat. But we'll be there. Your questions will be there. I'll be answering. We've given you the team news, and we'll keep talking. There'll be plenty to watch for. For those of you who've gotten used to watching T20 cricket, don't start yawning and taking a nap. One day cricket does take time to get over one inning, so it'll be a long one inning. But in the middle of the inning, we'll see you. Team is in a huddle. They'll be out very soon. I'm looking forward to an exciting game, and I'm sure you guys are too. Batting second, less chance of a century from Kohli. Why do you say that? He's a chase master, yeah. Will it be difficult for Virat? He's not a captain. Anurag says, I don't think so. He's too used to it. Once you have the bat in your hand, you're playing for your country. When you go out during fielding, maybe different, that he's not as active as he was as a captain. But once he's batting, you're caught on. So we don't. When is Rohit going to return? I'm hearing that he'll return for the West Indies ODI series, which is going to be at home right after the Sri Lanka series. Lokesh Kumar had asked me. So I think that's what we're getting to here. He'll be ready there. Darwin Fernandez says jersey looks super. Absolutely, yeah, it does. It does look good. Missing Kuldeep. Yes, we are missing Kuldeep. He was outstanding in that 2018 series that India won. The first ever ODI series win on South African soil. So yeah, all of that. On that note, I'm taking your leave. Match is about to start. Enjoy the game, guys. I'll see you mid innings. Subscribe to Sports Today. Bye.